President Biden seems satisfied with his debate performance, despite apparently dealing with a sore throat. But many Americans are not buying this excuse that Joe Biden's performance last night was because of a common cold.
Yeah, well, Karoline Leavitt is Donald Trump's 2024 National Press Secretary and a Trump campaign surrogate and joins us now. Karoline, good morning to you. So the word that we got before the debate is that President Biden sequestered for a week, team of 16 people. There were going to be scripted one-liners that I don't think he delivered any of those. But now we're hearing that he had a cold, and that's the excuse for his performance. What did you think about the debate last night, and how does Donald Trump feel about it?
Well, President Trump not only won last night's debate, he absolutely dominated last night's debate. He was strong, he was disciplined, he remained focused on the issues that matter to Americans at home. He pointed out the contrast in Joe Biden's America, where we have veterans living on our streets while illegal citizens are living in luxury hotels. He talked about the cost of living, how he's going to bring that down. He talked about the wars raging all over this world and how he's going to get us out of them. As for Joe Biden, it was a catastrophic performance last night. He was mumbling, bumbling. Oftentimes what he said was incomprehensible. And when you could make out what he was said, it was a whole bunch of lies. The Democrats are in disarray. As for our campaign, we couldn't be any prouder of President Trump.
Karoline, take a look at this breaking news report out of Axios. Quote, all, not some, not most, not a lot, all undecided voters in a U.S. swing states focus group hosted by pollster Frank Luntz said President Biden should be replaced as a Democratic nominee after watching his first presidential debate against former President Trump. It goes on to say Luntz, who has conducted presidential focus groups since 1996, said he never witnessed one reach a conclusion this overwhelming. And then add to that our own Jackie Heinrich reporting that a well-connected Democrat source told her last night after watching the debate, GOP has won the House and the Senate. So think about that for a moment. Forget just the White House. How confident are you and how confident is the Trump campaign that Republicans are going to take over D.C. come November?
Well, we've been confident this entire time, and our campaign and President Trump has been telling the world that Joe Biden is not fit to serve for another 4 years as commander-in-chief. The Democrats have been denying that reality. They've been refusing to look at the polls and I guess not talking to voters across this country who have been consistently saying that they don't feel confident in Joe Biden's ability to lead. And last night just proved our point. Joe Biden cannot be president for another 4 years. But unfortunately for the Democrat Party, as much as the whisper campaign will continue, it's far too late for them to throw another horse in this race. They're stuck with Joe Biden, and best of luck to them, because President Trump has never been stronger. He's going to continue to campaign across this country. He'll be in the Commonwealth of Virginia today, going on offense in a deep blue state that hasn't been won by Republicans in years. But President Trump is going to win it because Americans are realizing he is the strong leader that we need to lead this country.
What do you think, Karoline, this debate will do for fundraising totals?
Well, we expect that our fundraising will continue to skyrocket as it has in so many of these big moments throughout the campaign. We're so grateful for the support that we receive. Anyone wanting to chip in for President Trump can go to donaldjtrump.com. This man is fighting to secure our southern border, fighting to rebuild our economy, bring down the cost of living for you at home. And we need all hands on deck to support that effort. So everyone, please chip in. And we're so excited that the average donation to our campaign is $70, just proving that President Trump is backed by millions and millions of hardworking Americans across this country who want change.
Karoline, has the Trump campaign considered the possibility that President Biden might not be the candidate?
Well, look, there's just over 100 days left to this election. It's virtually impossible for the Democrats to put another name on the ballot come November. We're prepared for anything. Make no mistake. At the end of the day, it's Democrat policies that have driven America into chaos. It's the Democrats' open border policy that has allowed a mass invasion of more than 11 million people, including criminals and terrorists, which Joe Biden denied that reality last night. Not only did he refuse to take responsibility for the border crisis, refuse to apologize to the families that have been torn apart because of his open border, he denied the reality that Americans are seeing in this country every single day. The Democrat Party stands for open borders, higher taxes, and more wars. President Trump and the Republican Party stand for secure borders, no inflation, less taxes, and peace around this world.
Karoline Leavitt, thank you for your time this morning after a very busy and long night. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.